Boom, 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 boom. I'll be doing a little bit of stretching and some physical therapy stuff, and a little bit of training. You got right across my back. I have 48 stitches across the L5. I lost feeling in half of my body for about 2 years. So as a result, I've got a lot of hip issues. I'm going to sway in my back. I'm going to stand with good posture. So a lot of the routine I do is to keep the hips healthy. Let me give you some ankle mobility movements. So the limiting factor for squatting is generally how far your knees can get over your toes for most people, and that's ankle flexibility. One of the things we can do, keep our feet flat, put weight over our ankles. Just go right to the point where it's uncomfortable. And keep trying to stretch. The goal is to try to touch your butt to your heels. Use weights to assist. Put a weight over the knee and lean into it. Be careful with this though. And keep tension. You don't want to relax because if you got knee issues, like if you had knee surgeries, cause a lot of pain and discomfort. You don't want to overextend, you don't want to overdo it. I generally hold those positions for like 15 seconds. Satima, hi, Lauren, hey, Bean Smasher, what's up, brother? I'm doing some flexibility training, some physical therapy stuff, and I'm gonna hit the bag a little bit. Too wanted. Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? Hey, Bean Smasher, how you been, man? I haven't seen any of your videos lately. So I'm working on ankle flexibility, incidentally. Trying to keep my feet flat, and I want to get my knees over my toes as much as possible. The goal is to get the ankle to touch the butt. I thought I would do a video kind of focusing on some of the physical therapy lifts that I do because I'm 50 and Do you have a six-pack? Goddamn right I do. But I also have a little bit of a medical condition. So, see this split right here? That's a stretch in the ab wall. So, I wear this as a precaution. I also have a, I don't know if you can see, but I have a stitches across my back. You can see that scar or not in the lighting. So that was an injury I got in the military. Yeah, everybody like talks about my bloating, and a lot of that's posture because I have a sway in my back, so I kind of tend to, when I'm relaxed, I tend to stand up straight. But then I can stand there just like. This just keeps it from stretching any further. I'm seeing a doctor, and to fix that problem is a tummy tuck. They'll go in there and they'll cut it and they'll sew it together. But the problem is I was talking to my doctor, and that's going to put me out for 6 months at least. And as long as I wear a belt, it's not really hurting anything. It's more cosmetic than anything. So he said if I'm planning on competing, like to wait, essentially. What's up, Jay? Steroid bloat? No, honestly, no. So the bloating you would get from steroids, ink. So and I think this is important to talk about because I'm not natural. That's generally from insulin and HGH. I've never done either of those. I've only been on steroids since the age of 45, and I'm 50. It would typically take years, decades, like years of abuse to get steroid bloat. Because you're talking about, it's usually like visceral fat around the organs, and a variety of other problems, like human growth hormones causes your everything to grow. This is entirely different. This is dietary. Dietary, and I also have that, it's called, there's a medical name for it, but it's a stretch in the ab wall. I made a video about it. But it's cosmetic. And then the bloating, I'm 50, man. Like, I'm sensitive to food. Like, if I eat a fucking donut or, like, gluten, I blow up like I'm pregnant. Thanks for the honesty. Yeah, water retention and fat. Yeah, so what's really good for visceral organ fat, to help with that, I'm trying to think of the supplement. I'm currently taking it. Give me just a second. I'm going to look at it. Alright, so this is L-lysine. I got the screens backwards. Yeah, sugar for sure. Salt's a little bit different because you're talking about retention of water. You can kind of mess with that by magnesium and potassium if you mess with those balances a little bit. So if you have a high salt diet, try taking a potassium supplement and see if that helps. And definitely take magnesium. Most people don't have enough magnesium. You drink beer. The other one is L-leucine. Now these two help with protein synthesis, but they also help with organ fat, visceral fat in your organs. And then the other supplement I just started taking is L-gluten. Glycogen? God damn it. I'm not going to go in there and get it. Is it L-glucine. And apparently that helps with, so if you suffer from bloating, there's water retention, which you can kind of see if your love handles will kind of puff out. But if you get distension of the belly like I do, that's usually intestinal related. So I mean that could be something as simple as your pancreas not putting out the proper enzymes to digest foods. Does that resonate with you? Oh, thanks, B Smash. I really appreciate that. I kind of use you guys as like my physical therapy sometimes. I just lay it out there. I just lay out what I'm going through and how I'm going through it, and like, if it helps somebody, that's awesome. And then, honestly, you guys give me ideas too. Sometimes I don't think of things, and just reaching out. See, does my weight to lose just turned 48. Well, as somebody who's your age, we're 48, 50. My one suggestion, is don't worry about losing weight. Just try to get as strong as possible. Maybe count your calories, and the rest will take care of itself. Also, I know it's evil. I know it's demon. But maybe some hormones. We're at that age, like going on testosterone, or at least checking your blood to see where you're at. Helps immensely. All right, I'm going to do another set here. So, incidentally, this is I'm going to do what's called the horseshoe squat. I'm on more than replacement, obviously, but not a lot more. Believe it or not, I don't take that much. I respond very well. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I would just say at least just get your blood work done just to see where you're at. And I would talk to your doctor and have him do blood work for both testosterone and regular health markers to see where to get a baseline to see where your organs are. Things like creatine levels in the urine, triglycerides, cholesterol, all that stuff. Get a baseline. And the reason why a baseline is important is because if you do decide to change your diet, or you go on testosterone or exogenous hormones of some sort, the next time you get your blood work done, you can see if you're trending up or down. Your liver hurts often. Dude, so I'm an alcoholic. I haven't had a drink in 13 years. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the liver's like, it does so much. The liver and the pancreas. And it takes it. Oh, I've got something for you. If you want to continue to drink and you'd like to help your liver out, check this out. So, this is from a company called Innovative Science Solution, and it's called Organ RX. Now, you don't have to get this brand, but these supplements specifically, NAC, N-acetyl L-cysteine, and then a thing called TUDCA. I cannot pronounce that. TUDCA. And then it's got turmeric extract and a bunch of other stuff. I need glasses. I don't know if you guys can read that. I know it's backwards, but you can maybe screenshot it. So essentially, there's a buddy of mine, there's a male clinic in town, and they run this supplement line. And this is a mix specifically for the organs, but for your liver specifically. Milk thistle, Tudca, Tudca, and NAC. Start taking it. Especially if you like to drink. What would the doctor say? We probably shouldn't drink that much, but hey man, if I could, I would. Believe me. My problem is that I don't ever stop drinking, so I can't touch the stuff. I'm allergic to alcohol. Every time I drink, I break out in handcuffs. All right, let me do some exercise here. These are horseshoe squats. What I try to do is I try to get my feet as straight as possible in a straight line. As possible. If you can't do it, just try to open your hips up as much. And then you always start with body weight. And we're going to just sink into it and try to go as low as possible and really stretch the hips out. And as I'm doing these, as I get warmed up, I'll point my toes more out. And what is the point of doing this? Well, if you're a power lifter and you squat heavy, your piriformis, which controls your ability to articulate, is probably as tight as a guitar string, and it's probably cutting off your sciatic nerve a bit. And doing these opens that up. Just feels great. Open those hips up. Oh yeah, man. Hey, if there's anything I can help you with, you just lay it on me, brother. If you want to chat in private, you can look me up on Instagram, Charles.Widener. Facebook, same thing. I'm here to help you any way I can. Hell yeah, we're live. I was going to do a little bit of heavy bag training, but I wanted to do some physical therapy stuff for my hips first. Runner boy. Whew. Those are harder than they look. No, I haven't. No, I told you I was gonna. I'll watch your videos. I just got off work. It's been a busy day, but I did see your. I watched 2 of your videos. I left a comment on one of them. I haven't seen the elbow stuff yet, though. Let me ask you, how long have you been training for? Like, because you look like you look like you're pretty good. Like you've got some, how do I say? It looks like you could handle yourself. Did you ever had professional training? Hold on, let me get a sip here real quick. I was at a gym 1 year and haven't done any for about 2 years. So, I'm not really interested in fighting, but I love to spar. And when I spar with guys, I spar twice a week now. But like we tell each other, like we're not trying to kill each other, you know what I mean? It's friendly. I mean, we'll go hard enough to where it's like a challenge, but not to where, like I'm not trying to get brain damage at the age of 50. I did a lot of fights when I was younger, but I wasn't trained, so just the Marine Corps training. They teach you how to throw basic strikes, and the McMap is like grappling and stuff like that, takedowns. I did like smokers leagues, like kickboxing, and I don't know. I thought it was okay. I won 4 and I lost 1 really badly. You look good, you know what I mean? Like, so honestly, here's the cool thing about sparring. If you can find somebody, winner of Anadrol. Hey, what's up, Big Daddy? I have some. Do you need any? I usually don't take that unless I'm prepping for a meet, though. Gonna do knees and kicks as well soon. Yeah, well, the cool thing about sparring is it just like it sort of unlocks the confidence into, I don't know, but the trick is finding like a good group of guys where it's fun. They're not trying to kill each other. 135 press overhead challenge. Is there one going on? I wasn't aware of anything, but I'll get in on that if you want me to. I do like overhead press. Overhead press is not usually a lift that I try to max out on. I try to go for nice slow and low, and love reps. Yeah, I usually use the camber bar too because it gives you an extra 4-inch range of motion, so you can really stretch the shoulders. It's more about physical therapy than it is for. Beastly Savage, thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. I still got the bloating issue I'm working on. Yeah, it's all lighting. It's an illusion. So you get under the light, right? You step out of it. I'm just figuring out how high I need to attack my bag. I had to move it up more. Are you talking about for Well, that's why I drew, let me see. I forgot I did this. I did this about a year ago. I drew this lovely target on my back saying, "Take off your hoser, E." He's got gyno. He's natural, but he has gyno. When will you beat Max on bench press? Oh, I haven't thought about Max in how long? I didn't even know. Is he still on YouTube? I don't bother with any of those guys. Like, I mean, they're just a waste of time and energy. Like, I don't care about them. I mean, Max also outweighs me by what? 100 pounds? Oh, I mean, he has one lift. How's he doing? I don't even know. How's his bench doing? Does he still, is he back over 400? That's awesome. Thank you for taking the time and going live too. Absolutely, I've been trying to do this more. My bench currently, I can touch and go about 405 pounds. I've hit 405 3 or 4 times. My bench in competition sucked. I only got 360. But I was having some issues that day. My best bench press in competition is 385. I had 410, but my ass came off the bench, so it didn't count. That's my worst lift. Honestly, I have my squats around 650. My deadlift's close about 680, somewhere in there. But my bench sucks. It's like 3. No, I hit 405 on the football bar about 2 weeks ago. Can you show me how to do a knee kick? What do you mean? Oh, knee kick? So, are you talking like are you talking in the clinch? So you're talking about a knee kick in the clinch? I'm going to take my boxing hat off and put Muay Thai back on. So in the clinch, you're fighting for arm position, you want to, your waist, just like you're doing a T, when you would switch back and forth. So I'm just throwing my waist into it. So I come back, like I'm moonwalking. It's like a dance move. But yeah, no knee kicks, I'm not warmed up. Just like I'm throwing a teep. It's all about putting the waist through. I've seen your channel, you are around. Oh. Well, what do you mean? Oh, I'm around? Yeah, but I don't engage with those guys anymore. I don't talk to them. Like, I just don't care. I mean, what, for 3 years, if you watch every video that Max has ever made on me, every one, going back 3 years, it's the same video, saying the same shit, wearing the same clothes, in the same car, in the same parking lot. It's the same chicken bucket. Like, why would anyone care about that? Like, there's a guy that's going places. I definitely feel like my elbow strikes are really good already. I'm gonna have to watch, but from the clinch, it's pretty much just like I'm throwing a punch. Keep that hand up. And you still don't wake up. Still don't wake up. What do you mean? Don't be cryptic. Just state what you mean. I still don't wake up. Like, I don't know what that means. It's only hilarious if I get it. Otherwise, it's just funny to you. Bruno. See, I don't know what that means. Just state what you mean. Speak plainly. If you want to insult me, just say it. Just say, oh, your gut sticks out, or your hair looks stupid, or your shorts look gay, or whatever, man. Just say what you mean. I don't know. Okay, cool, man. Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, I'm doing a stiff leg deadlift that really opens up the hips when you pair it with the horseshoe squats. Basically, I just take a stance as wide as possible. I lock my legs. I'm looking to put my back, I'm hinging, pulling from the glutes and the hamstring. And I hold the weight up and let it sink as far as possible. In all good form, and it's always good to lift safely and avoid injuries. That's what I try to do. So Charlie Weiner, the best, number 2 in the world. No, I'm number 1. So in the IPL, I'm the number 150 at my 220 weight class. You can look it up, it's online. You can talk all the shit you want, but I can just pull the records up. I'm ranked 120 all time based on dot score, and that's with all weight classes. I want to say 2 or 3 in the world, all federations. Now, if you take weight classes out of it and just go all lifters over 50, I think I'm like 24 or 25 currently. Big Daddy. So yeah, I am number 2 in the world. I don't know, do you consider the IPF, the International Powerlifting Federation, or the USPA a paper federation? IPL Worlds, 2-time silver medalist, 2 years in a row. Is there a higher federation? Is there a more recognized federation than the USPA? So you all can talk all the shit you want, but I got receipts. You can take my name right now, go to Powerlifting Watch, pick 2024, pick my weight class and my age, and I'm right there, number fucking 1 in the world, biatch. Well, 1 in the US, 2 in the world. And no amount of shit talking will change that. And that's all federations, all of them. So which one's a paper federation? Yes, I did get beat by an international elite level lifter who's a genetic outlier and one of the top 15 lifters that's ever lived. I'm okay with that. That's like Scottie Pippen getting beat by Michael Jordan. You'll never be there on the stage next to me, so I don't know what you're even talking shit about. You know what? I shouldn't say that. Maybe you will. Honestly, you could. Karma. I'm 50. What bad karma's coming after me? What bad have I done to anybody? Name one bad thing I've done to somebody online. Did I talk shit about somebody? Maybe I made fun of someone? With all the ration of shit that I get on a regular. But you guys give me free content. What'd I do to Bobby? If anything, I'm the victim in that situation. But we've already worked it out. Matter of fact, I talked to him earlier today. Where's Bobby anyways? I'm surprised he's not online. I haven't said this on YouTube, but Bobby's writing me a bench program that's 6 weeks. I'm going to try it out. I told him, I said I didn't have much to lose, so let's give it a whirl because I'm not making any progress. So Bobby's actually helping me out with that. But I haven't told the internet yet. Yeah, no, Bob's doing well. He's sober. He got his house cleaned. I'm actually tossing up purchasing the second half of his duplex and using it as a rental. But that's just tossing that idea around. Oh, thank you, Beasley. Hey, Beasley, just so you know, it's not usually like that. We're just two dudes that are giving each other crap. You know what I mean? So like normally it's sometimes they get it's just two guys having fun. It's not serious. So I don't want you to think that like this is normally how it is around here. He's poking at me, I'm poking back. We're just playing with each other. You should use a spare phone so you can read comments and do. Well, I have my I got my laptop, but I don't know where to set it up. Plus, how would I do stuff? Let's see. Hit the back a little bit. Use the white wall, get a projector. Bench press never worked for me. Oddly enough, push-ups too far from my chest. So, Tom, funny you say that. If I was just going to work chest out, I wouldn't do the flat bench at all. I would do weighted dips and push-ups, like you said. The only reason why I bench press is because I'm a power lifter and I have to compete. I don't know. I just don't think risk for reward. I think dumbbells are better. You get a better stretch. Anything that's going to stretch you to the farthest range of motion, because that's where the magic happens. Which is why I like using the camber bar for bench press. If you're trying to build a chest, I just think range of motion, like the flat bench is just, there's just not. It's not that it's a bad movement. It's just that there's way more efficient and safer ones that you can use. And if your goal is like, if you don't care about what your bench is, there's no point in doing it. What do I do with my thumb? Do you have a boxing glove with a thumb or without? So these are 14-ounce gloves and they're for hitting the bag. I jam my fingers as far as I can. Are you wrapping your wrist too? Bobby, what's up? So I press my fingers as far as I can and I get my thumb in there. So my thumb's in there. All about the weight shift. You just set your arm up static. You can see how much power you have just by shifting your weight. So when you're like, tight enough for me. You don't want your wraps to be too tight. No, you look really good, dude. Runner boy, you're keep up the amazing work. Thank you. I really appreciate it. What's up, Bobby? No, you look really good. You look like you know what you're doing. Like I look terrible. When I get my body mechanics right, though, my trainer says that he's terrified of how hard I hit. So that's like the only one thing I got going for me. Old man power. And then cardio. You ever, hey, runner boy, you ever do pyramids? So one way that I worked on my jab was I would do sets of jabs up to 10 and then down to 1 again. So, whew. And we gotta go back down again. Alright. Well, this will get your form down. Even if you suck at jabbing, your body will just start doing it right. So now I gotta go back 10 down to 1. That's fucking cardio right there. Alright, wrist. Hello. Why are you using knee brace? Yeah, so these are light duty to keep my knees warm. I had ACL, PCL reconstruction, and did they take my meniscus out or just trim it up? I blew my knee out pretty badly, and it's just honestly, when I put these on, these are the gym Reapers. They're $50. They suck for powerlifting, but for all around, all-purpose use, comfort that actually does something, I would totally recommend these. Because I could wear these all day, but they actually work. Yeah, dude, with my back and my knees. My doctor is the reason I squat. He's after I had knee and back surgery, I was getting hooked on pain pills and I was getting fat. And he told me, he's like, look, you got a choice. You can either go to the gym and start working out, or you can be stuck on these pain pills the rest of your life. And he suggested doing squats. And I started with body weight and just built from there. And I just, can't do anything half-assed. My magic window. Thanks for the info. Yeah, absolutely. No, anything you want to know. You got a question? I don't care if you think it's going to be rude. You can ask me anything. Do you do any backwards walking? I do. So that's how I train my tibialis. But it's hard to find a place to do it. So, because you can do it with a sled and just walk backwards, but it's better if you can find it with like an incline, where you can really point your toes out. When you're walking back, you want to kind of bend your knees and really point through it. Really work that tibialis out. You gotta see recent One Piece episode. Oh, my son told me that. I haven't seen it. Don't spoil it for me, but give me a synopsis. Maybe use squat shoes. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Main function of the quads. Hip flexion. Oh, knee extension. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. But that stuff, hip flexion is what I mostly do for hip flexion and shin splints I used to get. Will Durant. Thank you. All natural. I'm doing okay for 50. I appreciate it. On the road to 16-inch biceps. Where are we going to be? I would like to think probably 19, maybe 18. I've never measured them. I'm gonna get some measuring tape. It's all lighting, guys. It's all lighting. It's just all a lie. seriously, the good lighting helps for sure. There's a reason I put that light right over my rack. All right, so I did that pyramid with the jabs. Now I'm going to do them with the cross. I gotta go from 10 down. Can I say, well, yeah, throw it at me. If you see something, say something. First time. I always feel retarded when I'm shadow boxing and there's other people around. I think you're leaving your hand out to the, so you're hitting them, continuing through like a push. Yeah, you're right. Let me, well, I gotta work my pyramid down, so let's see if we can improve that. So you're saying, I'm kind of pushing, it should be more like a hike. Is that a correct assessment? All right, let me get a drink real quick. Dude, okay, just for anybody watching, as lame as that looked, just punching 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 10. Minute rest, 10 down to 1. Both sides, jab, cross. That is like running on a treadmill for 40 minutes. I'm covered with sweat. You want to lose some weight? Just set a timer and jab for a minute straight. You will melt pounds away. Obviously, as you go farther in the workout, it's harder to get to do those shoulders. Shoulders start burning. You know what I mean? Like they start. All right, let me get something to drink. Shoot, it's 4:40, guys. I'm gonna have to leave soon. I gotta get my daughter from school at 5:15. But I got a little time. All right, so start at 10 and go down to 1. I used to take and run a few boxercise classes. Yeah. Has working out your legs helped with your knee problem? Absolutely, 100%. So, my magic window. I hope you're subscribed to me. If you want, we can start corresponding on Instagram or Messenger. Charles Widener. almost everything I do is physical therapy work, including heavy squatting. That's how it started. I started out with just barbell squats. But if you have a knee injury, I can help you with that. That's I want. My wife's she's a board certified massage therapist specializing in physical therapy. She used to do the Cirque du Soleil people here in Vegas. So we're all about physical therapy. I would say 80% of what I do is physical therapy, and 20% is ego lifting for YouTube. I will do a review on your boxing, Runner Boy. All right, let me get this in. I'm running out of time. I got new flooring to put in. This shit's coming up. I notice as you get it farther into the set, the more pushy it gets. When I get to 1, I'm going to do my Canadian punch. As you bring the back leg in first. Right in the solar plexus. Overhead squats are brutal, man. Are you talking about with arms totally outstretched? Lorenzo! I don't know if I could do those. No, I did them with lightweight. Did I miss a message from one of you guys? Let's see. You gotta definitely. Oh yeah. I wonder how much weight I could get on there. That's brutal. There's definitely levels to that lift. Yeah, please be careful. Yeah, right, can you imagine? The more weight you add, the harder it is to. Yeah, so I mentioned that would be like an Olympic snatch. You put your knees over your toes so you can remain upright. Earlier in the video, I was working on ankle mobility for specifically that reason. That's something you need to train every day. You know, honestly, Runner Boy, when I watch you do squats, you look just like an Ollie lifter. I would say the truth's probably in the middle, frequently. Maybe not every day, but just something you gotta Yeah, I don't think you have to do it every day because, like, for a while there, I was trying to do the snatch, and but I was doing power snatch though, so I wasn't really getting depth. But it's still, you gotta, still get the weight over you. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna have to pick my daughter up from school here soon, so I'll do high bar and hold my squats, but you gotta go.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
Are you going with me?
Yeah. I like using this thing to practice parrying. Oh. So like with these, I practice shifting the weight back and forth. Bink, bink, bink. So the head moves off the center line. Punch, punch, block, punch, block, punch, block. But that way, like when I'm throwing jabs, my head just moves off that center line. So if you counter me, I'm just right off of it. I don't have a lot of head movement, and that's from kickboxing. So it's one thing now that I'm just doing straight up boxing, you gotta really work on head movement. I'll tell you what, depth. I've been training with Paul Mayorkin 3 times a week, private sessions on the weekends, and what are we on for month 3 now with him? And I'm starting to spar. Wow, I want to do a software update. I know I'm not the greatest, but I think I'm really coming along. If you can land a hook on that after a straight, that's good skill. Yeah, I got it pretty tight too. It's tricky. This thing cracks me up. You know, when I post shorts with this thing, you know how long it takes me to edit a clip where I don't look retarded? Now, the whole thing is like, guys are like, oh, you suck at boxing, why do you even waste your time? And I'm like, well, I don't suck at boxing, actually. I hit really hard, and I would actually surprise guys with my speed when I'm going full blast. But I do suck at boxing, in that I have so much to learn. Now that I'm training with a professional, I didn't know what I didn't know. So, World's Strongest Marine, Fred Hatfield, the first guy to squat 1,000 pounds. Well, I'd want to see his dot score because he also weighed 400 pounds. So, let's compare what our scores are, our body weight, because that's how they judge it by. So show me his dot score. He probably is stronger than me. I didn't know that Hatfield was a Marine. Is he still alive? We literally have to leave in 8 minutes?
It's at 5:15.
Okay.
Takes me 15 minutes.
So you're not saying I had 10 minutes left on the video. You're saying you have to leave in 10 minutes.
Yes.
All right, Ma. She's going full Karen, boys. Okay, so John 948, seeing as that he's not alive anymore, Because you called me Kevin. I mean, just saying. No, I'm not. I wasn't talking about. He's talking about there was a Fred Hatfield. I didn't know he was a Marine. He squatted 1,000 pounds, and he would most definitely be the world's strongest Marine. I would concede that in a heartbeat. But here's the thing: it's like I don't really actually believe I'm the world's strongest Marine, but nobody's come forward to challenge me. You know what I mean? Like that's an open invitation. I would love to meet a jarhead stronger than me. All right, boys. I got to pick my daughter up from school. I love you, boys. I'll see you on the battlefield. I got to get going. Shit. How do I get out of this? All right.